Something that will never sit right with me when it comes to the WWE universe is the relationship that Triple H had with China. So if you don't know, Triple H and China were two of the most biggest wrestlers of the Attitude Adjustment era. They really put the company on the map back in the early 90s, and they were very, very, very well known. So around 1996 is when Triple H and China had initially are rumored to have started dating. And what's crazy is China was almost not selected to be in WWF at the time, or the wrestling universe, because of the way she looked, the way she carried herself. She didn't match the outward appearance of all the other female divas at the time, like Lana, Natalia, Trish Stratus. She didn't really fit into that look, so she was almost turned down, but they did end up putting her on the roster. She did end up going into Triple H's group, which was a Generation X, for a few years, and they did have a relationship with each other. And at the time, China was said to have been going through a lot during this time with her outward appearance, trying to, mirror different female wrestlers that were around her, fit in, and really make her work and stand in WWE as who she was at the time. But it was very hard being judged by Vince McMahon, the different managers of the company, that would minimize her talent and put her in this bubble, not really giving her that many opportunities, and just not really bringing her to her full potential. And she suffered the consequences. Now, when we talk about Triple H and Chyna's relationship, it was very well known. It was publicly known and also known in the WWE or WWF storylines. People knew that Chyna and Triple H were, together. Even though we knew this, Stephanie McMahon still put herself into their relationship, even though her father gave the okay for the storyline of Triple H and Chyna to be known publicly. She still would do things like flirt with Triple H, send him love letters in his suitcase, leave him love letters in his pockets, and different things like that. And eventually, Triple H left Chyna. So now Chyna is upset with the wrestling universe. She's upset with Vince McMahon for not giving her the opportunities that she deserves. She's upset because the Stephanie McMahon stole her man. Then she's dealing with a lot of different things body-wise. Like I said previously, everything was kind of against her at this time. And after that, she did get released from WWE. And there's a lot of stuff that I'm not saying, but to this day, she's in the Hall of Fame, but she's only in the Hall of Fame with Generation X, Triple H, Shawn Michaels. She's not in the Hall of Fame as a solo person, which really irks me so bad, because Chyna broke down so many barriers for women to even be wrestlers today. Like, she's done so much for the wrestling universe, and it's still her journey as a legend is still impacting us, from the fans to the actual wrestlers. And to just know that the only way that she's there is a piggyback off of Triple H, and he was the person that helped to destroy her career, is just, it makes me so mad. And then you have to look at the fact that he broke up with her to pursue the relationship with the daughter of the company, left Chyna in complete shambles, and he is prospering right now. And it's so sad. And there's still, Stephanie McMahon and Triple H are still married. And Chyna is no longer living. And it's so sad. She did not get the royalty she deserved. She did not get the support she deserved. She did not get the credit she deserved. It just, that story between those two will always piss me off. Always.